Okay, so I made a list for the things that I have to do today. Basically, make the school lunch and snacks, and get school clothes and book me ready. He had breakfast, brushed his teeth, and did vitamins. And excuse me, I gotta go through his toy box. I'm gonna see if the weather stays nice. I'm gonna wash the bedclothes. I'm gonna make like a ham hash for supper, as well as just fry some ham up. I finished the dishes, washed, dried, they're put away. Just make sure the house is all clean, which is, I think it really, honestly, I'm pretty sure I did everything. The only thing that I gotta do is go through his toy boxes, um, and put a couple clothes away, and that is really, really it. Um, then I'm gonna prep supper. I'm gonna boil the potatoes and get all that stuff done, so I don't have to rush around later doing it. And I'm gonna wash the windows as well because they're just really dirty, and I have to review the product that I'll be using on my windows. Um, and then if I have time, I'm gonna try to relax since I pretty well got everything done yesterday. Um, I'm all up to date. My videos are all up. It sucks because I put them all up basically last night as I was making them. Some of them are like a week old, but I just want everything cleared off my phone so I can start fresh, make new videos, and that type of thing. So I know I have some rhubarb in the house I have to deal with. I don't know if I want to make a lunar cake or if I want to try some rhubarb jam. Maybe if I have enough, maybe I'll make both. We'll just have to wait and see. Um, and then hopefully my dad, I was supposed to do the garden this weekend, but the guy still has the tiller, so um, hopefully he's supposed to get it tonight. Hopefully he'll have it. I can get that all tilled up, and then tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to work on it. What you got? Alright, so I'm gonna get in the house and I'm gonna start washing some windows, put a load of clothes on, and just make sure the house is clean, start prepping supper. His toy box I started going through this morning, but I'm gonna finish that up. And he is just a cute little squirrel. I don't think he's the same one that's usually here because he's a little more sketchier and skinnier. But and then last night I got the yard mowed, and then it's crazy. I mowed all that last night. Look at all the dandelions that come up just overnight, basically, or today. I tried to start mowing all this because this, you can see it's still long, but um, it's just, I don't know, it's not even there. So it's a little, because I was going to make a garden one year and I started ripping up the soil and it's not really straight. It's kind of bumpy and stuff, but it's getting better every year. This year I was able to go through and not, hit any big stumps or anything. And then I just moved my compost. It was over there and I just moved it up there and I put that big tire on it for now. And then the wagon's up there, and I just put my bird feeders kind of like a little border up there, but I haven't been putting anything in the bird feeders lately, just because, first of all, I haven't had anything to put in them, and it's expensive. It gets expensive after a while. And then they poop everywhere. There's always poop, and then my plants, just, I like to have a table and that, and I just don't want it full of bird poop, so um, I'll probably once maybe like in the fall I'll start feeding them again when it gets a little harder for them to get food and stuff like that, and then everything will be put away by in the fall, so I'll start feeding them again, and hopefully we'll get some really cute and new birds that are migrating that I've never seen. So it was fun while it lasted, but I'm gonna keep the feeders. I don't want to really put anything in them. I've been keeping a tray down here just for the squirrel. Just, some popcorn, some leftover bread and stuff like that. Stuff like that. So, alright, I'm going to get in the house and start doing some work. Okay, so I'm just kind of preparing supper here. I'll just, if it's ready, I'll just plate it up and I'll just heat it up for the kids after. But that way there it'll be done. I'll have time to do up the dishes, get it cooked, and the mess will still be all cleaned. But I got some ham here. I got cooking quite a bit of it. I'm going to make like a ham hash. That's why I've got some onions over here. Me and my son, I'll eat it for sure. I don't know if my son will eat it. He probably will. My niece won't because there's onions in it. So I decided I'm just going to put some mashed potatoes on the side for my son and my niece. And that way there's no chance of anybody complaining about anything. And then back here I've got some carrots. They got a little bit of pepper, and I put a little bit of sugar in them. And then this is a little bit of my fried ham. And then over here I've got baked coleslaw. I have to use up this bag that I got for 88 cents here. It still smells alright. I just cut up a little bit of a green onion that I had left. Not very much. And I added some sauce. Just give that a good mix. But it's very hard to do with one hand, so I'll wait until I'm done. So I think that is pretty well supper. Ham, potatoes, carrots. I think it's just going to be Jay and I that eat the coleslaw. But I'll be content with coleslaw and this little ham hash. And then I'll also have some leftovers for school lunch tomorrow. So kind of getting 2 meals done at once here. So alright, I will show you guys my plate whenever it is all plated up. Okay, so I am going to pick up the kids right now. And I basically got everything ready for supper. I just have to go home and heat it up. So that'll be good. I won't have to worry about supper. The dishes are pretty well done from supper. And all that fun stuff. So I'll just have to show you guys my plate when I get home. I had made another list this morning, Monday's list. And I got most of everything done on it, so that's good. Just trying to figure out my cup situation. I brought my cup with me, but it's not a travel mug or nothing like that. So sorry, a lot of kind of my videos chatting with you guys are in the car. It's kind of like my only free time, so to speak. I like to vlog and stuff, but sometimes it's hard during the day. If I get going and doing something, I don't always think to pick up the camera. And then if I do fiddle around with the camera, then chances are I'm just talking and not getting any work done. So I just kind of end up forgetting all about the camera. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to pick up the kids. I might as well vlog a little bit. But yeah, it might be boring for you guys. You guys might get dizzy from the turns and the moving. But now I've been suggested a few times on my channel to hold the camera sideways like this. And I totally understand that you guys would get like the full view, but it is very, very hard for me to vlog that way. And I don't know why I never thought of it. But Jay was saying today, he's like, why don't you put it on your tripod? Because there's all kinds of buttons. And if I hold it sideways, either my fingers over the volume or in front of the camera, or I'm hitting the back button and shutting the video off. So I've tried it, trust me, believe me, I've tried I've tried it before, but I don't know, just doesn't work out good for me. So what he suggested was that I take my tripod and just kind of hold my tripod sideways, like not sideways, but put my camera sideways in the tripod. And so that's a good idea, and I don't know why I've never thought of that before, but so I will probably be doing that. We'll be doing that from now on, when I think of it. I'm just so used to picking up my phone and vlogging, videotaping and stuff, so I don't know. Just kind of rambling on, and yeah. So I got everything on my list done that I wanted to do. I had, oh my goodness, I got the laundry done now. There's 2 comforters out on the line, and it's been kind of like raining off and on. So I'm going to give it until later on and see if the wind picks up and dries it or not, or if I'm going to have to bring it in and put it in the dryer for a little bit. Hopefully I won't have to do that, but so everybody will have nice fresh sheets again. And I'm trying to do this organizing thing, like I'll do a whole video just on that, but I'm trying to set days where, like, for instance, every Sunday I do the bedclothes and excuse me, the major dusting, let's just say. And then on Monday I do windows, let's just say, you know, like kind of something like that, just to keep up with the upkeep of the house, I guess. Like, it's, I don't know, you know, you turn around and all of a sudden the fans are dusty, and then you gotta dust all the fans and, like, I mean, scrub them, and it just takes a long time. So I think if I do the fans every week, there's not going to be too much dirt on them, and they'll be easier just to wipe down and keep clean. So I'm gonna, once I get my not my program, but, you know, once I get my stuff in oh my goodness, why can't I think of the words? Once I get my stuff in order and decide how I'm gonna do it, I'll let you guys know. I just almost done. I got a couple more, like, basically what I did was I just made a list of major things that have to be done, and I'm trying to separate them, which days would be the best for me to do them. So we will have to wait and see. Alright, I am nearly at the bottom, and I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you whenever I'm showing you guys what we're having for supper. My dad's tilling. Alright, so I'm going over. My dad brought the tiller over, and he's the type, he'll start something, and last year I did it, not a problem, but it's my mom and dad's apple tree. It's blooming. So we're gonna go and I'm gonna extend the garden. I already took a before picture, and we will see what it looks like when I'm done. I'll let you guys see. I'm gonna add some worm castings into the garden. This is why I like to be up in the morning by myself. Do you hear that quietness? It's very quiet, and that's how I like it. I like to drink my coffee when it's nice and quiet. I can come out here and listen to the birds. I love it. I was having a bit of a bad day yesterday, just frustrated, and I don't know. Just one of those days, I guess. So I didn't vlog very much, and I went to bed early, and I was just frustrated. But today is a new day, and we're gonna try to make the best of it. A little hard to see him if I had my camera, but that there is an eagle. That over there is a seagull, but that's an eagle. I can see his white tail.
Probably looking for fish.
Yeah, he's looking for salmon. That's what they eat. They love salmon. Look at him.
I like them. Like, sometimes when...
Hi guys. I just dropped the kids off at school. Now I'm on my way home, and I'm gonna get my garden going. The sun's very, very bright. I'm almost there. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys follow me around today. I'm gonna till the garden, get my onions planted, make supper, you know, the typical everyday life stuff. So my hair's, I didn't even, like, I just threw it up in a ponytail this morning. I didn't even care. So yeah, I'm almost home, and I'll see you guys down in the garden. Okay guys, let's go down the hill and go get this tiller going. Don't mind the mess. And it's very, very windy as always. It's like 40, 50 kilometer winds. Over here I have, there's wild flowers planted. Not sure if they're going to come up or not, but I transplanted. I kind of took some of the, lilies, and the I think they're daylilies. Anyways, and I transplanted a little bit there and a little bit over on that pole, and then I transplanted these blue wild forget-me-nots. Those spread like crazy, and I could probably even get more and do kind of like the hole up against the house here. So let's go down here. And I don't have very much juice left on my battery either, so I'll show you how my rhubarb is doing. This is the stuff that I transplanted. I think it's doing very well. I could probably use a little bit of watering. That is kind of like the seed part of it, I think, here, and I transplanted that. The leaves seem to be doing very good. Hopefully that'll kind of like just reconstruct itself somehow. And here is another one. And I'll just leave it. I don't expect to get anything off of it this year. I'm just going to leave it, and we'll just take care of it as if it was alive, and we will hope for better results next year. And like I said, if I need rhubarb, I can just run up to my uncle's and get it. So this is the garden. We extended it. It stopped kind of like here, and I got him to extend it by that much. There's the tiller. I'm gonna get it out in a second. Just want to come see what's going on over here. And I also have a hosta that my cousin gave me that I had to transplant. So this is our lily. Like I said, I could probably even take more pieces from it and just make more little, because they just get bigger and bigger every year. And then there's also wildflowers spread in here, so that's why I don't really want to get in there and mow it or anything like that. I did have a lady slipper somewhere in here, and I don't even see it. Usually they're up by now, and I don't know. There's a couple of those blue, I know they don't show up very well on camera, a couple of those blue wild forget-me-nots, but I'll show you guys whenever all this stuff starts. Because last year, once it started coming, it was just like every day there was a new flower that was popping up. So I think later in the summer, we'll see more of those flowers popping up. And then over here, I wanted to keep this cleaned. I don't like having that wood there just for fear of snakes, but I'm going to get the weed whacker and weed whack all this here, because these were kern bushes that I transplanted, and I just want to take better care of them, kind of, if I can get that wood out of there and just have it all, you know, like, because the sun gets here like all day. So, and another thing that I'm going to do with the tiller is I'm going to probably make myself a little strawberry patch somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. We got the strawberries, and I figured if every year we buy more and more little strawberry plants, they'll just keep spreading and spreading and spreading. So I am not sure yet where I'm going to put the strawberry patch, but usually my dad mows all this. There's a big up here, you can't really see because the bushes are in the way, but he mows all that, and he comes over here and he mows down here for me. He won't have to do that anymore, just because it stops here, so he'll just he won't have to mow all the way around there, and I'll be able to take care of that pretty well myself with the push lawnmower. So, and then I got ponds and other things that I got to add down here, so I'm gonna get my butt going, get this tiller going. Hopefully I can get it going by myself. Our little pole fell down there. I don't know what happened, but we're going to put some poles up, and eventually, I think what I'm going to do just for this year, because I don't know if I'll be able to afford the chicken wire, but I'm going to just maybe get some twine and put some twine from pole to pole, and on the outside of the garden, I'll have my climbing things like peas and beans and things like that. So, yeah, so I'm going to get tilling. Jay's going to come down and help me get most of like just the big clumps of grass out of there. Like you could tell there's a clump here and a clump here that has to be picked up, but it's coming along good, and I'm just going to go over it, soften up the ground, and we need to get our onions and garlic planted today. And what I'm planning on doing is kind of like patches, like, okay, this will be, you know, like an onion patch, and then maybe right down the middle kind of have like a walkway, and then just kind of like separate it maybe twice, just make patches, and then from there I'll see how much room I'm gonna need to plant, and maybe I'll have to extend it even more, but eventually I'm hoping to get to having raised beds. So alright, I'm gonna go get the tiller going, and we're gonna get some of these weeds picked. Okay, so I'm just making myself some donaires. I had this donaire kit here, so I'm probably going to eat 2, maybe even 3, because I'm starving. Haven't been eating for the last couple days. I just tilled the garden. I'm going to eat lunch, and then I'm going to head back down, weed it, get my onions planted and all that, and I got to put you guys on the charger, because you guys are running low on juice. Got some onions cut up here, and then I got my little pack of sauce, donaire sauce. I'm just going to take these and fry them up in the donaire juice here whenever these are done, which they pretty much are. And then I'll just heat up my wraps in the oil that's left. Okay, so there you go. Today's lunch. I got some homemade donaires with onions. I cut up some tomatoes. Don't mind the coffee machine, it's loud. And then I just topped it with some sauce and some green onions, and I fried up the meat. So I am going to go enjoy that and get back to work out in the garden. So I'm going to go put you guys on the charger. Here's my lady slippers. My yellow lady slippers. I didn't even see them. They don't stay pretty for long, so let's enjoy them now. That's awesome. So excited. I've had enough of this rain. I got my garden all tilled up, so I am going down in this poncho. I got them at the dollar store. It's just like it's got a hood and everything. That's awesome. Ties, so I'm not letting the rain stop me. I'm going down and I'm getting my onions planted. So I ended up extending the garden. Originally we had this, and then my dad extended it to here, and then I just extended it this much more. It started out as a strawberry patch, but I just said screw it, I'm going to go all the way over, and yeah, so that is the beginning of our garden. So I just planted my onions. The first 3 rows are red onions, just to where that orange marker is, and then where the blue one is, it's all multiplier onions. And then there's 2 markers that don't have any things on the poles, and then the white one, those are Spanish onions. I still have about 100 white onions and my garlic to plant, which I'm going to plant over there. But I gotta get ready and go get the kids, so I'll do that after supper. Alrighty guys, I'm on my way to get the kids. I just planted, well, you guys will see in my video there, I planted my onions. So when I get back, the only thing that I have left to plant out of that box that I like, the immediate stuff that had to get planted, would have been like the garlic and the onions. That stuff is planted, and I just had the garlic to do when I get home. So I'm very excited about that. Happy we got that done. And I decided, like, because it's a big job taking care of a garden like that. Especially like the beginning maintenance. Sorry, the windows are so dirty. The beginning, you know, like to till it and weed it and, you know, get all the rows ready and that type of thing. So that's very time consuming, but it's well worth it. I think obviously in the long run, if we can start building some raised beds, I think that is the way to go myself. I would love to have all raised beds, and then you wouldn't have to worry about tilling, you know, every fall and spring and all this stuff. So it would save a lot of like bending over and all that stuff too. So I really strongly believe in these raised beds, but I don't have the money right now to go out and get, you know, like untreated wood and stuff like that. So and of course, if I'm gonna build something, I'm gonna want something that's gonna not be full of chemicals. And of course, we could have used old wood that I had, but most of the wood that I have has like stain and paint on it, so I really don't want to use that. But Jay's mentioned maybe getting some driftwood and kind of doing like a driftwood raised bed. So I don't know, we'll see if I can get enough driftwood this summer. We'll definitely see. But I figure if we do it like, you know, bit by bit, we should be, you know, like, it's gonna take a while. It's not, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it, you know, like, we'll just once in a while, when we got money or whatever, go out, get a couple boards, build a bed, you know, wait a little while, go out, buy some more, and then even if we don't have them all, you know, by I know I keep saying, you know, but even if we don't have them, you know, all built by like the end of the year, we could still you know, make some next fall, summer, spring. Sorry, I'm just like, ugh, I'm very tired, and it's been a long couple days. Today I kind of I didn't stay in the house doing housework all day. I was outside. I tilled the garden and all that stuff. So to me, that is relaxing. That is like, even though it's work, it's relaxing work. And I seen my lady slippers were up, so that made me super happy. And I just love working out in the yard and the garden and stuff like that. So I wasn't stuck in the house doing housework all day, so pretty happy about that. And when the kids get home, if it's not pouring, I'm gonna head down, get my garlic planted, and whatever else that I can find. I know the beans have to be planted, but I need to find something, sticks or something, and maybe I'll send the kids to get me some sticks so that I could hold up my bean plants. But it's going down to like 7, I think, tonight, or it's very low, or maybe even 3. Excuse me. So I think I'm gonna cover my plants, cover the ones that not the onions, because those are underground. I'm not concerned about them, but if I plant like my peppers and that, I'm definitely gonna cover them just to avoid losing any more plants, because I'm pretty upset about those tomatoes that I lost and whatever else was in there. Alright, so I'm almost at the bottom. I'm done rambling, and I'll talk to you guys soon. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of Spanish onion, and I'm about to plant the garlic here, and I'll let you guys know how many garlic I get into the ground and how many rows I end up with. And I got my little man over there helping me. He's just emptying his wheelbarrow, and he's gonna go pick up piles of like the grass and that Daddy raked up today. So we're busy. We still have this little pool that we made last year. Or not pool, little pond. Just more like decoration. I'm gonna get the other one going for kind of having like a sun shower right now. That's what's going on. What? It's raining, yeah. Hey? So I just got my garlic planted. And that is everything from that box. Can you go, what are you doing? Can you go shut the hose off, please? So I guess that's it for me. I got a little piece dug up here, just softened up the ground so that I can work it for possibly the pond, but I would have liked to have the pond up where I could see it. So if I could possibly maybe move all this wood and crap out of there, I might make the pond up there. I just have to wait and see. But my main concern right now is getting this garden planted. So I'll try to take a video from up in that window, and you'll be able to see it a lot better from up above. So, and then I just tilled in front of my rhubarb plants here, just more or less so I can get a fence, little fence from the dollar store or something going on. And then I kept these pieces of pool to put up in the garden somewhere, just to use as a climbing post, as well as that ladder is the same thing. That's why I kept all that stuff. That's what I was thinking of. So I'm going to put my camera away so it doesn't get rained on anymore, and I will talk to you guys later. And I'll say it now. Thanks for watching the video. I'm going to get this uploaded as this video. I'm going to go up and see what else I can plant. It might not be the end of the video. I'll have to wait and see. If not, thank you guys for watching. And hope you guys come back to see more of what I plant and all the progress and all that stuff. So stay tuned. Alright, so for breakfast for my little man this morning, I just made him some toast with butter and some eggs with a little bit of pepper. He's got his vitamins. And we're getting down on the school juices, and he just has today, tomorrow, and Tuesday to go to school. So I'm going to give him one of those for his breakfast. So he's going to have an orange juice. Eh? Yeah. So he's going to have an orange juice for breakfast. So that is today's breakfast.